Good morning, everyone. Welcome back to my channel. Today, we're gonna talk about a topic which has puzzled me for a long time. It's about what are the real reasons why Filipinas from the province here are scared to speak to foreigners. So that's the topic. Let's start. Just like when you speak to a girl online for the first time, and the girl asks you for money. Straight away, it's a red flag. And any common sense foreigner will block that girl straight away. So when a girl says, "Hi, how are you? How are you doing? Can you send me some money? My mother's not well." That's a red flag. You block straight away. So, when I ask Filipinas that I've interviewed off camera, why is that you scared of speaking to foreigners? Is it because they are tall and bigger than you? No. Is it because you or feel your English is not good enough to speak to them? No. Is it because you feel you're not clever enough to make conversation with them? No. 90% of them tell me it's because when they speak to a foreigner, 10% of foreigners are asking for 60 pictures. Straight away. Any decent young Filipina would be a red flag and she should block them. And most do block them. But sometimes a Filipina who is 20 or 22 plus, maybe a single mama, or maybe living very poor. And at that point that she speaks to foreigner, she is vulnerable because her child is genuinely sick. Or her parents are genuinely ill. Or she has reached the point that where she has become desperate. And that girl is vulnerable at that time. But she would ordinarily say no. And the foreign is chatted to nicely and pursues her. That if she sends a sexy picture of her breast, he'll send some money to help her. That's the start of it. So he sent 500 pesos. And the next time he asked for more private pictures of more intimate areas. And he will send more like 1,000 pesos. And on it goes until he's asking to send small videos for 1,500 pesos. And that girl starts to think, wow, it's easy money. I'm sending these pictures, this foreigner sending me money. Now there's other foreigners I'm chatting to online. They're asking for the same. So they are sending her money also. They're sending her money. And before you knew it, this girl sending pictures left, right, and center and getting about 10,000 pesos a week. About 40,000 pesos a month. She no longer respects the foreigner. She's just milking the foreigner now to support her and her family. Remember, these are a minority, and I must say there's only few of foreigners doing this type of thing. The foreigners are genuine, nice, but minority of foreigners have turned that girl from being innocent into a scammer. So it's the foreigner to blame. The foreigner is the one that has turned that girl out of desperation into a scammer. She has become what I called a foreignized. So unfortunately, any decent foreigner that looking for a genuine partner that comes to visit her and sees that girl and hoping that he can make a relationship with her, that girl is already broken. She's not interested in foreigners. She thinks they are all bad. She just thinks that she can milk them for money. And that's only benefit she can see from a foreigner, which the minority of foreigners have created. So sad, really. But that's the truth. So when people say, oh, that girl, a scammer, oh, that girl's this, that, girl's that. She just doesn't magically wake up one morning and say, I'm gonna become a scammer. When she never ever spoken to a foreigner before. This doesn't work like that. There has gonna be a reason why she is becoming like this. And from what I've spoken to girls, innocent girls from the province, that's the reason why this minority of players and foreigners that I don't respect at all. Ask yourself this. How would you feel if your 20 years old daughter was being asked online for nude pictures? What would you like? What would you like that? I'm sure you wouldn't. I'm sure you will get very mad. It's not nice. It's not decent. It's not respectable. That's not nice at all. I'm not stereotyping. As I said, I would say 90% of foreigners are great guys that are looking for genuine women. And there's 10% of foreigners, for whatever reason, need to have these pictures. Whether is it to show their friends or whether is it to do whatever they want to do over the pictures. Who knows? But let me know what you think in your feedback. I'm just defending the innocent Filipina. I'm explaining why some Filipinas become scammers. It's like this. If every time you went into a grocery store and the girl said, show me a private part, and you can have all your groceries free. And yet that time you had fallen in You have fallen on hard times, of course. It's easy, it's easy eating, it's easy money. And a vulnerable foreigner might fall for that. Something applied here. Could you imagine that girl is 10 times poorer, 10 times desperate? So think on before you ask girl for nude pictures. Listen, I'm not naive. If you're in a long-term relationship and you've been visit the girl many times and you're having a serious committed relationship and you've been apart for 6 months, yes, between two consisting adults, it's normal to exchange little naughty pictures. That's part of a relationship. But when you first talk to a girl and never met that girl in person, that's terrible. So think about the minority that I'm talking about. These innocent girls in desperation. Let me know your thoughts. Be interesting to get some feedback because I've already spoken to this innocent girl as to the reasons why they are shy of cameras. Let's have some feedback of you foreigners. Thank you in advance and hope you are well. And this topic I relate to you is because I've asked a lot of innocent lady when I interviewed them, and this is what they experience online. I'm not just creating this, I'm just saying this because that's what they experience. It's horror for them to experience like this to foreigners. Like they are thinking that all foreigners are perverts. So please comment down below about this topic. And I want to see and I want to hear from the sides of the foreigners. So anyway, have a good day everyone and hope to see you in my next video. Take care and bye.